I can agree with that. Definitely agree with that.
Next facts are correct. NBA free agency about over. Got a couple more signings that we got to go through. But some teams have really good off seasons. But the champions had a really, really good off season.
Yep.
So facts are correct. The Lakers had the best off season.
That's a fact. Book it.
Book it.
Lakers
Back to back. Lakers in 4.
I don't know. I mean,
I like that.
I think I could see why people would say that they think they had the best offseason because now they're likely to repeat. But it's kind of hard to look at like what OKC has done to like completely solidify their future and get all those picks and everything.
That's years from now. We're talking about right now. Like they
yeah, like what's the
everywhere.
most immediate impact in free agency? Yeah, the Lakers
They got
definitely
Marcus
won that
Gasol as a
offseason.
future Hall of Famer, lockdown defender in the paint. Wes Matthews hit it from 3 any single day. Dennis Schroeder, I'll take him over Rondo at this point any day of the week. Who else
They
did
upgraded.
And he matched AD line.
They got Montrez.
Yeah,
So
they
instead of
got
Dwight and
Montrez.
JaVale, they
Timeline
got
too.
Montrez. Yo, that Lakers team gonna be so fun to watch.
True.
I mean, I won't just go outright and say that they had the best offseason. Of course, they're the favorites to repeat with the moves that they've made. But I look at teams like Portland, Atlanta, Detroit, even the Knicks, people who are, don't get me wrong, we're not talking about this season, but hell, I'm like I explained it before, there's only 2 to 3 teams that honestly have a chance of winning a championship in the next year. It's the Lakers, it's the Nets, and it's maybe Philly if they can get their mind right. But at this point, I don't think Giannis is staying in Milwaukee. So I think the best offseason, I go with Portland or the Lakers just by default. But I like everything that Portland did. Got rid of Hassan Whiteside, re-signed Rodney Hood, Melo, made another couple of nice pickups. So I like what they did.
Portland had a great offseason. They deep as fuck now. I don't know if you mentioned Rodney Hood, but they got Rodney Hood back too. They can play multiple different types of styles. I think that's one of the most important things in NBA now, being able to play multiple styles.
Exactly. Nurkic will be healthy for another year. So this is really the last year of the Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum experience.
100%.
How many more times watch them get to the playoffs and just get evaporated by the Warriors or the
they're fun in the regular season, but in the playoffs, it's not working. I would have been broke that up already.
It's not
gonna work, especially being in the West. You never, you get to the Western Conference Finals. You got to bless your soul because you shouldn't even be there.
I think that's why they spent so much money this offseason. They were like, "Well, let's go all out one more time, and if it don't work,
they could get so much.
They could get a lot for either one of them.
For both of them, they could get
for
so
both
much.
of them.
Did you see what they got from Paul George, from Dame? They don't get so much.
I don't know. I'm just not as high on the picks. Like you see what the Celtics did a long time ago with their picks, and they ain't really done nothing with it like that. I don't know. Just my 2 cents.
Do we have a segment about the worst off season? Because I got a few teams I want to name.
We talk about free agency.
We can talk about that real quick if you want to, though. Who had the worst off season, Trill?
Single-handedly, I like the draft pick, of course, of LaMelo Ball, but the Hornets signing Gordon Hayward for 4 years, $120 million.
Off the rip.
That's your GOAT, Michael Jordan, right there.
You can't forget the Rockets too. The Rockets are having a terrible offseason.
They got Christian Wood. I mean, just like other stuff.
They're gonna lose their stars.
Yeah,
though.
Other stuff.
They're gonna lose their stars.
Yeah, the Hornets are just I think I saw a graphic. It was like the last 8 picks under Michael Jordan. It was you saw Frank Kaminsky.
Noel?
Nerlens Noel went to Philly, but you saw Kaminsky. You just saw the best pick was Kemba Walker. Everyone else is straight buns, and it's just like, bro, what are you thinking when you see them? Like he saw Kaminsky, he's like, oh, that's Kevin McHale.
He's trying to find. He's
that's
trying
Kevin
to find
McHale.
the diamond
I'm
in the
about
rough.
to take him. He look at Gordon Hayward as that shit. That's Larry. He gonna chug it. That's Larry.
He always be reaching with the picks and everything
all the time. It's like, bro, how you Michael Jordan? You just can't see bro, that man could ball.
Because he wants to be like, I found him. Like no one knew about him. Like that's the mentality you could tell he has.
He definitely. In his defense, he didn't have to pay Gordon Hayward that much, but if he wanted Gordon Hayward, he had to overpay him. If he wanted Gordon Hayward, because he would have just gone to Indiana, but.
He could have gone anywhere else with that shit then.
He shouldn't have done it either way, though.
It was a terrible fucking decision. And, I mean, they still have Terry Rozier on the roster. The only thing I say about the Rockets situation is, hell, we're basically, tomorrow's the last day in November. the season is supposed to start December 22nd, if I'm not mistaken.
A little over 3 weeks away.
I'm like, Braves are supposed to start reporting on Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken, as well. So I'm just like, at this point, the fact that Russell Westbrook and James Harden have not been traded, maybe there's been some talking behind closed doors, some change of parts. Maybe deals just can't be done. But the fact that we're this close and nothing has happened yet, you may see James Harden or Russell Westbrook, if not both of them, in a Rockets uniform this year.
Yeah, I can see them starting the year off together for sure at the least.